Welcome back to the Sideline Report. Marvin Jackson along with Mike Richman. Alumni Day at FedEx Field was special, and we were there.
You know, at one point we were out here between these lines going to battle and going to war, and you know, you create quite a bond, quite a brotherhood. And some of these guys, you know, you live in different parts of the country, you don't see each other. And this year was no exception. I mean, I saw a guy that I haven't seen for 30 years, Brad Ducey. So it's good to see people and keep up with them.
You bring guys that you play with, guys that play before you, after you. It's just the history, it's the legacy of this organization that makes you feel good, man. And for the last 2 days, we've had a lot of fun seeing each other, joking about some of the things that went on when we was here, listen to the older guys talk about when they was here. You know, that's the kind of stuff that you can't pay for.
This is the line.
Brig Owens. I am with some of the best defensive backfield guys of all time for the Redskins. Mike Bass, we got Brig Owens and Kenny Houston, and then we got our offensive lineman. We got a tough guy who's bringing up the color here.
That's right.
And he's Vince Permuto. Vince, talk about how great it is being here with these guys.
Well, it really is. You know, you spend your life with them year to year, and then you come back and just talk about all the good memories, along with the families and all that. It was a lot of fun.
All right, and Kenny, you made some of the biggest plays the Redskins will always remember. How does it feel for you?
I mean, it's just a great place to reconnect with the guys that you played with and the guys that you did not know, and just to appreciate the Redskin family. So it's always an honor for me to come back.
All right, and Mike Bass, I mean, you made some great plays yourself, some very memorable ones. Talk about that, being in that Super Bowl.
Well, it's being in the right place at the right time, and we had a lot of veteran players. Many of us played on special teams aside from just playing our regular positions, and special teams can turn games around just like offense and defense. I was very lucky to be in the right place at the right time.
All right, and here's the leader, the captain of the defense, Brig Owens. Talk about this being, because you're here with these guys, and I know you all are bringing back a lot of memories, right?
Yes, it's always great to reconnect with their former teammates, and we stay in touch with each other from time to time anyway. You know, we were a very close unit, so it's always good to be back together with family, and especially as a team as a whole. It's always good to get together and reconnect.
Now, you're an offensive lineman. You're standing with these defensive guys, but that doesn't make a difference, does it?
No, I kind of like it just to beat them up, you know. So, you know, it's a lot of fun to look at them now.
Any particular memory that you have that you will take always with you?
Yes, first of all, being here in the city of Washington, but I made a tackle against Ward Garrison back in 1973, which kind of solidified my trade to the Redskins. And after that, I think Brig and the guys accepted me, you know. So I really became a Redskin that night.
What do you say to that, Brig?
Amen. You know, it's just great to have these guys as a teammate. We knew each other so well. We knew when the play started, we knew that we can count on each other to be where we were supposed to be and carry out our assignment. If there needed to be a time where we had to cover each other, we could do that without losing focus of what our assignment was.
People say that you don't necessarily have to like the people that you play with, but that's not true. You become a team by sharing each other's experiences, and the more experience you have, the more you know that you've got to depend on the guy next to you, the guy in front of you, and you win and lose as a team. And if everybody does their job, it all seems to mesh. It all seems to come together.
Do you guys ever feel like you want to get out here on this field when you come here for this day?
I do, and I just got out there and on the way back. Never to play again, no.
Just for a few seconds. Huh?
I've got 2 knee replacements and a shoulder replacement, and I'm not looking to go on the field anymore. But I'd like to give a kudo to Bruce Allen, who put us all here together. He's doing a great job to make this a closer family kind of life.
All right, thanks a lot. Kenny Houston, Vince Permuto, Mike Bass, and Brig Owens right here on the Sideline Report.
All right, some great guys, some of the greatest Redskins to ever play for the Washington Redskins. And the one point that Vince Permuto made about Bruce Allen, I think you wanted to comment on that, right?
Well, that's exactly right. Yeah. I mean, he's saying, complimenting Bruce Allen for bringing the alumni together, which is so important. You want to have that friendship, that camaraderie, and they reminisce among each other, and they remember those days when they played with each other, and those were some really good times. Whether or not they won, I mean, those were their teammates.
Yeah, and you know, some of the Redskin present players, they feel that it's important to them too.
They do. I mean, some of them spoke about it after the game. We were both there when Trent Williams touched on it, and I think Brian Arakpo said that too. And in fact, I think the current players, took a lot of pride in that final drive in overtime against the Chargers, because they wanted to get a win for these guys, these ex-Redskins who came to see them and who were there for Alumni Weekend. And
you know, some of the Redskin players who are playing with the Redskins now but played with other teams say that they never had this kind of alumni day with those other teams that they played with. They said that it's really strong here in Washington.
Well, I'm not surprised. When Bruce Allen came here after the 2009 season, he set out to improve the morale among the alumni, because I think that's something that was lacking prior to his arrival. I mean, he remembers, being the son of Redskins Hall of Fame coach George Allen, he remembers those days when there were these friendships and closer relationships among the players back in the 70s when his father coached here, and he wanted to recreate that when he came back, and I think he's done a great job. All
right. Well, speaking of his father, George Allen, he was the first person to take the Redskins to a Super Bowl, but the Redskins had a special halftime tribute to the Super Bowl XXII team. And let's take a look at that.
In NFL history. So again, thank you.